Does God feel a withdrawal of love from us when we're angry?
No, that's what we think here. So we write that in what we think, withdraw love. Withdraws love. Can you see how these are the things often that aside from that one, these are the things often that our parents react when we're angry? Can you see that? And so we think God's going to act in the same manner as our parents, or then somebody comes along like AJ and has a talk to you about God and God's feelings about you. And so we talk about the feelings God actually has, these ones. And so then when I ask you the question, what do you feel God feels when you're angry? You then ream those off of your mind, which is the only part of you that these things have entered. It's like going to a school, learning things by memory, and then when you're asked a question, saying it all back, regurgitating it. That's how we are so used to learning on the planet, is it not? Many of you got your university degrees by doing exactly that. Reading some books, listening to some lectures, writing some things down, and then regurgitating it when there was a need for it to come back. And how good you were at regurgitating it made you get a distinction compared to a pass or a fail. Right? Give up regurgitation. Nothing ever tastes good regurgitated. Haven't you noticed that? You're basically eating somebody else's or your own vomit. That's what regurgitation is it not? Let's be frank about regurgitation. We've got to stop regurgitating. Even what you hear from me needs to be stop regurgitating it. Stop parroting it as if we understand. We either feel it or we do not feel it. So we could say, well, Jesus told me that God feels love, compassion, kindness and understanding when I'm angry, that God feels those feelings for me. That's what Jesus told me. I don't believe a word of what he's saying. I feel what God feels is distant, angry, disappointed, and withdraws her love as a result of me getting angry. In other words, God punishes me when I get angry. That's what I feel. It's really immaterial what we think. The material point is what we feel. Gary?
I meant, does God feel a withdrawal of love from us when we're angry?
On the opposite end? Yes,
Yeah.
Certainly. Whenever we're angry, we automatically withdraw love from all people, not just from God. So God certainly feels no love coming from us in that moment. Certainly. Is God upset about that? No. God has compassion, kindness and understanding about that. Does it make sense? But certainly every single time we are angry or in fear, we withdraw love from every single thing in our environment in that moment. Love is no longer present. This is the main cause of many of our personal emotional injuries as children. Every time our parents were angry or afraid, we no longer felt loved in that moment. And because we no longer felt loved in that moment, we were confused. And often our parents then said to us, or chose to demonstrate to us through our or their actions, that we actually were at fault for that particular thing, that we were the person to blame for the withdrawal of love in that moment. And so we were often even blamed or punished for them withdrawing love from us. And so we even believe God does that as a result.